kind of behind the scenes sabotage going on, but man, Bisu. I mean, it's down to a best of one. The last map is Sniper Ridge, which actually makes me a little bit nervous because if the Zerg does play quite aggressively and gets like a fast lurker contain off or something, that's actually quite painful for the Protoss to deal with, if not impossible. And I actually do remember one game in Pro League, I think, on this map where that is exactly what happened to him against, I believe, an inferior Zerg. It was someone random like Hiva or someone like that. Basically just went really aggressive, fast lurkers and just absolutely crushed Bisu. Hey, look, it's Mong with his girlfriend. Woohoo! What's up, Mong? Oh. Give us a smooch? No? Alright. Aw, so cute. So cute. I guess he can just relax and have fun now that he's been knocked out. Well, hey, Sniper Ridge. Woohoo! Yeah. I love the Koreans' intro things for the matches. They always have to do like a little shouting opening thing. I don't really know what they say, but it's always like very exciting. And there doesn't seem to be like a good equivalent in English, which makes me sad. Alright, so Larva will be spawning as the yellow Zerg at the top left, and Bisu will be the red Protoss at the bottom left. It is down to one game, ladies and gentlemen. Bisu is one game away from elimination. He was one game away from elimination last game as well. And he's brought it here to the 5th game. Can he turn it around? Can he still advance to the semifinals? Or is the round of 8 going to be the final stop for Bisu here? Are we going to lose the last of our mega stars? Oh, yeah. And the thing that makes me more nervous is if Bisu is going to drop 2 games to Larva, I don't know what he's going to do against Hero if he does get to the finals. I mean, he's going to have to figure something out. Oh my god, he's put the pylon in his main. Are you kidding me? You're going to one base on the last game? You know what? To be fair, one basing maybe allows you to not to not get into weird positions where you get lurker contained so much, I think. And I believe in... Was it Bisu who did this in Pro League recently? No, wait, no. No? Ah, no. It was in that best of 3 that Larva played in the round of 16 group in the 3rd game on this map that the Protoss he was playing against, so I can't remember, did a one-base strategy as well, and Larva just killed him with Hydras. So I hope Bisu saw that game and knows what's going on. Because one-basing is generally considered to be less optimal than Forge Fast Expanding. But, you do occasionally see high-level Protoss do it. Jangbi in particular used it fairly effectively, even during the last OSL. But it just makes me so nervous. This is such a risky thing to do. Oh, man. Alright, he's gone for the core straight. Notice he went straight for the core. He didn't make a Zealot first. A lot of players will just go straight Zealot, but actually if you just go straight core on a 4-player map, you're generally okay. Although in this case it's unlucky for Bisu that the Overlord is going to go in the correct direction. That's actually very unlucky for him, for that to happen on a 4-player map. Obviously it's a 1 in 3 chance. And this Overlord is going to see exactly what's going on. The thing that the core first does allow you to do is you can go Zealot, Dragoon, Zealot, which means you get a very fast Dragoon out. You can actually push the Overlord away to deny vision very, very early. So even though the Overlord gets in and sees your one basing, he usually won't see very much more than that. Or if he does try and stay in your base and see that, you can generally kill the first Overlord, which is pretty good this early in the game. So we do see the first Zealot. Is it going to be a Dragoon second? I'm pretty sure it will be. If you listen to Day 9's advice, it should be a Dragoon second. That's where I got my version of the one base build from. My 3-gate Goon Scout build. Yeah, so you have to block with at least 1 pro, probably 2 to be safe, although there actually aren't that many Zerglings. There's only 2 Zerglings. And okay, it is going to be a Stargate. And there's no Zealot out yet, so I think it was a Goon second. So he's going to have a Zealot Goon block. And then this will be interesting. Now I'm curious to see what Larva's response here. He's gotten a 3rd hatchery already. And he's going Hydra. I do like this very much. I was going to say, occasionally you see players go straight for the lair, but I think that's quite bad actually. I think in the vast majority of cases, going 3-hatch Hydra or even 2-hatch Hydra in response to this is very, very good. Almost everything that the Protoss can throw at you from here will be countered by early Hydras and good Overlord positioning. And it looks like the Dragoon's going to try and get this first Overlord. It's going to be very, very close actually. Remember, the Goon does not have range. And oh, it doesn't have vision. Does it have vision? Ah, it doesn't. It doesn't. Can he go on the high ground? I don't think he can do it. The first Corsair, though, will kill this as soon as it comes out. But that Overlord has stayed alive for, you know, an extra few... Oh, wait, now the Corsair is here. Okay, so it stayed alive for like an extra 10 seconds, but it's pretty cute anyway. So, here we go. A few Lings coming out, a few Hydras coming out. This is exactly what Larva did against that Protoss in the round of 16. He basically just busted him because the Protoss tried to go for a fast expand after the one base opening, using like, you know, 3 Zealots and 2 Goons and just making cannons. It's kind of a weird opening. I wasn't convinced it could ever hold off a Hydra attack, but we'll see what Bisu does here. I'm hoping that Bisu does a slightly more intelligent thing. Uh-oh, but he's going to be facing a good number of Zerglings, rather. But he's killed 2 Overlords. And he's got a second Corsair here. There are some Hydras coming out, but he's going to make the Nexus anyway. And looks like he's going to block the ramp. Is he going to block the ramp? Yes, he is. The Zerglings will be able to force their way up anyway, though. I'm a little bit surprised he stayed on the ramp to actually kill that Zealot. As soon as the probe moved out of the way, he could have just ran all of the Zerglings in, but I suppose maybe he just thought he wouldn't be able to get too much damage on anyway in the main. So he's going to see that there is the Forge, but he saw the Nexus already, so he basically knew what Bisu was up to. So Bisu is doing this expand after the Stargate style, so basically he's going to have to be very careful of a big Hydra counterattack. He's going to have to make enough cannons and block well enough, because Larva is almost certainly going to just try and break him, just try and break that base, and not, you know, just expand and play from there. I think this match is going to come down to whether Bisu can hold off the inevitable Hydra bust here. Because we can see more Lings coming out, we can see the Corsairs poking around here. The good thing is that Bisu's Corsairs are doing a lot more damage than that Protoss did against Larva in their game. I really wish I remember who it was. I hope someone in the chat can tell me. But anyway, it looks like, you see, another Corsair has fallen. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, looks like we've rejoined the stream at the crucial moment. The Zerglings are taking down the cannons. Oh no! Oh no, 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 no! Bisu! Bisu! Bisu, he's got 3 Zealots there though. He's okay for now. He's built another gateway as a wall, and it looks like there's no Hydras here for some reason. There's only Zerglings, but there are a lot of Zerglings, and the cannons aren't finished! Bisu! Bisu, please! Please, one time! One time! Do not die. Oh my god, please! Please, fuck! Fuck! Fuck, get that Zealot up here! Come on, Sayle, what are you doing? Get up here, defend the cannons! Yes, he's defending the cannons! No, he hasn't! Did he cancel that? I think he canceled that second cannon. I think that must have been a mistake. It did not look like Zerglings were attacking it. He canceled one of the cannons, even though it could have finished. He's got 1 cannon that's going to finish. There are 2 Zerglings in the main base. He's got a Zealot back to defend. He's only got 1 cannon. He needs to pull the probes again. There are more Zerglings coming in here. He needs to block the cannons. Oh, he's got 4 Zealots though. I think he's okay with the 4 Zealots. As long as he blocks the cannon, he'll be okay with the 4 Zealots. Yes, he's okay. But we see that Larva is getting the 12 o'clock base. He's getting the 12 o'clock. And oh no, no, the Zerglings, they come in. They're going to get the cannon. No, they're not. There's not enough Zerglings get through. And it looks like 2 Speedlings are going to run to the main base. Larva's got the 12 o'clock. He's got more Speedlings coming down. Bisu is going to take care of the Zergling in his main. He's pulled like 2 Zealots and a Dragoon back to deal with just 2 Zerglings. That seems a bit overkill, but it looks like Bisu has held the front. Bisu has held. Oh my god, that would have been so bad. Oh man, that was so scary. Now, he did lose a good number of probes in the defense, but he does have a lot of Zealots now, so he's not going to worry about that anymore. Now, the question is, who's ahead right now? I'm not sure, because Bisu's saturation is not very good right now. But Larva also, his 3rd base is only now on the way, and in fact, his saturation is equally poor. It's actually worse. Wow, his saturation is actually terrible. Okay, he's barely got 1 guy per patch. So Bisu is in very good shape. Bisu now is fine. He's ahead. As long as he doesn't make any big screw-ups, I think he'll be okay in the game. I think he'll be fine. Man, after this, I'm totally gonna go back and watch Bisu Dagger's cast of his games. I just want to hear him just shitting himself when that was going on, because it looks like Bisu was actually about to just die right there to Zerglings again. Oh man. I'm sure all Bisu fans having. Wait, why does he only have one on gas? Do you guys see that? He only has 1 on the main gas. Was that because there was Zerglings there earlier? Surely that's not on purpose. He's got plenty of guys on minerals now. That looks like a mistake to me. Oh no. Oh no. No, don't let him in again. No, Bisu. Okay, no, he's kind of blocking now. He's gonna lose one cannon. I think. Oh, wait, no, he's gonna lose the second cannon. No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. 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 We're still alive. We are still alive. I wonder if Bisu actually pulled guys off gas because he's just gonna get Zealot leg speed and go for a huge Zealot, speed Zealot all in. Because he's got a ton of Zealots already. And if he just like rallies Zealots forward, he can probably kill Larva now actually, because Larva doesn't have enough drones. So if Larva doesn't make units, he'll die, and if he does make units, then he might still die, and he just won't have enough drones anyway to sustain. So here we go. Bisu now going for the counter pressure. Speed is done. I don't know if he got +1 or not, but he's going in with a lot of speed lots. There's one sunk in there and a few Hydras, but I don't think it's enough. He's actually going to block some of the Hydras on the ramp. He's going to catch some of these Hydras, and here we go. The third base of Larva is in big trouble right now. Larva now the one in serious trouble. You can see on his face he knows the failed Zergling attack has left him a little bit too weak. He needs to block the front of the Hydras with the drones. He's doing a decent job, but he'll just lose drones while he's doing it, and one Zealot even in the back. But it looks like, ooh, a nice little drone stack here, a nice little drone drill. It's blocking some of his Hydras, but he's doing a decent job here. But the problem is there's more Zealots in the back, the Dragoon even adding to the damage at the front. Larva in desperation defense mode, but he's losing the last of his units. He knows he is done for, lost all the drones, losing the base, and Bisu, it looks like in the end, will be victorious despite cutting it ridiculously close, being on the edge of elimination so many times, both in the last game and in this game. It's looking like Bisu is stable enough to hold on anyway. Looks like he's actually going Say Reaver as the follow-up. Hopefully he doesn't do a massive... actually, no, I'm sorry. That's just for observers. No, I'm sorry. I'm just completely confused now because of the weird opening of the game. That is actually just an standard observer timing after 4 gateways. That's normally when you get it, so that's fine. So, well, we actually have a shuttle though, but it's not a Reaver. There's no support bay. It could just be like some kind of Zealot drop into the main or something like that. You can see that because of the spawn locations, the main base of Larva is easily droppable here. And look at this, no vision at all there. So yeah, 1 DT now going into the main base. There's no Overlord in the main. And in fact, Bisu's also attacking with the Zealots to distract Larva. Larva is going to be focusing all his efforts on the Hydralisk Micro. He's not going to be paying attention. This is exactly what you want to do when you drop a DT in. He's going to kill all the drones here. There are a lot of units coming out though. Bisu actually now in full retreat. I really hope he doesn't get busted. I think he has Psystorm, so I think he'll be okay in defending the natural. And he has just killed all the drones. Larva pulls the drones now, but it is far too late. Larva now I think is going to be committed to an all-in. There's absolutely nothing else he can do here. He must all in and win. There is no other choice. He's leaving his units up front. I think he's kind of thinking about whether he has to or not, but I'm pretty sure he just has to go. Oh, he's morphing lurkers. That's why he's waiting. Okay, he's not thinking. He's waiting for lurkers. But the problem is there's 4 cannons, 2 High Templars. There are 3 High Templars now. 5 gateways worth of units pumping. Looks like Goon Range is on the way now as well. I mean, this is going to be the all-in attack, and I don't think it's going to work. It's a lot of lurkers, but it's just with the storms and the cannons, it's just going to be too much. So he's going to intercept a little bit, and he's going to force a clump, and there's the big storm. And even though the lurkers actually obliterate everything, GG from Larva. Bisu makes the comeback, takes the series down 3-2, and advances to the semifinals. But what an amazing series by Larva that was. I highly applaud him. Yes, it was, maybe a little bit cheesy. He was doing a lot of Ling run buys, being very aggressive. But you know what? I don't even really consider that cheesy. I think he was just doing some fantastic, aggressive ZVB play. Really putting Bisu to the test there. Almost had it a couple of times in the series, but couldn't quite convert, and Bisu will advance after all. But I gotta say, if Bisu plays like that against Hero, he is gonna get demolished. So he better figure out how to PvZ again, or he's gonna have no chance in the finals. Now that's even assuming he gets to the finals, because of course we have one more series coming up, which is gonna be Mini versus Quanro, another ZVP, and Bisu will have to face the winner of that ZVP in another best of 5 in the semifinals. So you know, for all we know, he could just get knocked out by Quanro next or something, and then that'll be that. Man, but I gotta say, I'm so happy. This is so amazing. I mean, last Saturday we had two amazing, you know, best of 5 matches. Both of them went down to game 5. I thought that those would be much closer than today's matches. I thought those would be the more interesting ones, but clearly I was mistaken. And this means that, you know, all 3 best of 5 matches in the semifinals so far have gone to the 5th game. That just shows you how close these players are actually in skill. Even though you'd think that Bisu would be much higher in level than Larva, it's actually not the case. Now, Mini versus Quanro, actually, I have no idea what the skill difference is like between these guys. I don't really know. I mean, Quanro is kind of notoriously cheesy, but Mini, I don't think he's particularly known for having great PvZ or anything, so I guess we'll see. Anyway, gonna do a winners review now. I'm gonna skip this. There will be a full translation of this later on by Harangnaby, aka John Choi. He's been posting all of the winners' interviews fully translated in the Team Liquid .net forums, so you guys can go check that out here. In the meantime, I'm gonna go and get the second series. I'm gonna switch to a different VOD, which I have been informed is higher quality. So hopefully that is in fact the case. Let me also switch the players. And hopefully this will actually load. There is also a YouTube VOD I could use, I suppose. Huh. Well, apparently that's not going to work. I want to use the Twitch one though, because it fits my my stream thing better. I'll have to like resize the window if I okay, there we go. Okay, good. Oh, looks like we're gonna re-witness the almost defeat of Bisu here. Something like that. So I'm just gonna skip ahead here to the next series. Hey, there we go. Cute Stargirl and awesome players. We have Mini on the left here, Quanro on the right. Oh, for a second I thought she was wearing a hat, but then I realized it's actually just her hair, like tied in a little knot thing. Man, that looks like a hat though. Look at that. It's also like the way the hair curves around. Oh, that's trippy. Man, girls always amaze me with how they just like randomly tie their hair into gravity-defying shapes. I don't really understand. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Anyway. Alright. Here we go.